Well, hello, and welcome back to the Krumet Valley Railroad. This is part 2 of the Grand Tour, which can be subtitled Up and Over. Today we're going to go to only 2 places. Right now we're at the smelter, and we'll be going from the smelter up to the coal mine, and up and over the top of the mountain, and down to the steel mill. When we get to part 3, we'll look at all the industries around the southwest corner of the map. But let's get on our way. First we'll need to stoke it up a bit, and then we'll be whistling out and off on our trip. When we get to the top of this track, which is 4.5% up, we have to make our trip to the left as we go, and then we'll be taking the left main along the double track section to get out to the coal mine. Once again, this corner is very tight. Very easy to lose it with locomotives like the Heisler as we go. That was the smelter loading area. And now we transition to the other end of the train. For the trip up along the valley to the coal mine. We'll wait just a moment here till we lose some speed, and then I can get up there. Let's give it some more power, and we'll make it up the hill. We'll give it a little power, and then we'll get up the hill. We wouldn't be doing this with a loaded train and this locomotive. Once again, there's part of my Y, which is gravity fed. You can push cars up to the end of the stone wall part, uncouple the engine, back out, and then release the brakes on the train. It will roll by gravity back in the direction you want it to go, thus making it easy to transition your engine from one end to the other. They will be doing our maximum travel speed, which is just under 16 miles an hour. and it will probably take us 20 minutes to get to the coal mine, and maybe another 20 minutes to get back down the other side of the hill to the steel mill. And you'll remember from part 1 that we go right by the waterfall that's right here. With the very nice water and the spray effects. And up here at the top of this bridge is our turnout, where if you go to the right, you go to the iron mine. If you go to the left, you go to the coal mine. And we'll be going to the left and then left again as we go to the outbound main. I'm just going to check some switches to make sure that when we get up here a bit, we end up going along the main line and not into the service area. This is another one of the service areas. There are four basic service areas along the Krumet Valley. It's the one, actually 5. There's one at the freight depot. There's one between the sawmill, or the logging camp and the sawmill. There's the one that's up at the iron mine. And there's this one that's along the route to the coal mine. And then there's another one that's at the Ironworks. Planning on doing some testing where we can see if it will work for multiple player, or if there just simply is too much going on and this is too clunky a layout to operate more than one operator at a time. Actually, oops, too late. I need to go through and delete my markers. Some of you will remember a video where I was showing how I double track this area. I really need to go back and get rid of my markers so it isn't so clunky through here. Coming up is our coal mine service track. You can see the water tower, and there's a firewood depot right there too. With of course crossovers so you can get to it from any track. Here's a map so you can see where we are. We go around the bend and head towards the coal mine. I wanted to have a shortcut from the coal mine to the steel mill because it's such a long route. If you go up and you load up a train and you come back along here and down to the smelter and back up the hill and through the freight yard and over to the steel mill. So I built this other way to get there, but it is extremely steep at about 5.5% grade for most of the way. It's about 3% grade going from the coal mine up to the top of the mountain, but then about 5% going back down the other side, hugging the hill. As we curve around the valley by the river, we'll eventually end up and cross a bridge, and then we'll start to climb up to the coal mine. It'll be in a couple minutes here. Here's where we are now. As we curve around this little hill, throw some more wood on the fire. So we have a nice hot fire for going up the hill. Start accelerating to get up there. Moving right along as we climb up the area where I was doing my demonstration on double tracking. We are just below the coal mine now. But we have a couple of kilometers left to go around and back up so that we can keep this at a reasonable pitch. Although at one point it does become about a 4% grade for a short time. Moving on up the valley. See some of the track over there. We'll be up higher. First we have to kind of go around. And eventually, as we go on our way to the steel mill, we'll go across that bridge you can see in the foreground. Just a few moments ago, we were over there by those hills that are quite a ways away now. We just keep curving around and around as we climb up, bypassing this horseshoe curve. Our old trestle, and then the trestle that takes us on up over the top. And let's power down. I'll let the train coast, and I'm going to jump off here and make sure that we're set to go around and up the hill. Okay, it looks like we are. Alrighty. We'll go back over here and catch our train as we go around. Give it a bit of throttle so we can make it over here. sections of this loop that are fairly tight. As we approach the rail area of the coal mine, and then here's the coal tower, and you pick it up, and here's where you drop off the beams. And now we're going to keep to the left as we get ready to climb up and over the top of the mountain. Might be going just a bit fast. Speed will bleed off here in a moment because we're going to start our climb, and it's about a 3% climb up. You can see our old trestle from the original way we went up the hill. Our new trestle for the other main track. And now we're really starting to climb as we go up this hill. Really quite a ways up. There's the horseshoe bend that wasn't conducive to the way I wanted to lay my track. If you try to use some of these routes, it gets really tight and it's kind of hard to lay your track. In just about a minute we'll crest the top of the mountain, and then we'll have to start slowing down to the other side. And here we are on that trestle that I pointed out just a little bit ago. You can see this big horseshoe curve that goes up and down to the coal mine. You can see the coal mine, that white item way out there. But now it's time to cut back on the throttle and start applying brakes as we crest the hill and start down into the valley on the other side. And out there are the refinery and the steel mill and the oil well area. This will take us to a junction. It's west of the refinery and through a little gully over to the Ironworks steel mill. Here we are going down into the valley. It's actually kind of a nice valley. I wish there was more reason to go this way. This is a handy shortcut if you want to have a quicker route to get from the coal mine over here to the ironworks. Really makes my frames drop, because a moment ago we were like up in the high 50s and now we're dropping down high 30s, low 40s. Actually, it's climbing again now. Some of it has to do with the complexity of the stuff you're going by. There's the refinery right there in the foreground. Can't really see the ironworks or the oil field from here. The oil field's way over there, and it's just about the center of the frame, and the ironworks is about halfway between here and there. You can kind of see the cuts in the trees where the tracks are to go to the various places. As we begin our curve over to the cut that takes us to the ironworks. This is one of those cases where I actually built up from the bottom rather than down from the top. It makes it very challenging to do that, and you have to spend a lot of time at the top kind of modifying things so that it will actually work out and you end up with things being where you want them to be. It's even more challenging to come down this hill with a loaded coal train of 6 cars. You need a lot of braking power to stop the train from running away. I have to do some more tree trimming. But it gets to be a pain because you jump off the ridge to trim the tree, and then you have to run around and try to find your way back up to your hand car or whatever you're using to move around. And in just about 2 minutes we'll be arriving at the steel mill ironworks. See, here comes the track in from the refinery. And we're going to go into the loading side of the Ironworks. Thanks for watching. Next up will be part 3, where we tour the facilities around this side of the map. Thank you.